don't think about it. She took me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face, she can see through my soul. I said don't think about it. I said don't think about it. Came up as a church boy with my dukes on weekends. Waking up at like 6, man, you don't get paid if you sleep in. Man, you don't know where I come from, you don't know what I came through. Realize I don't say shit about all the bread that I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and I go real like Trinidad. Trick, I'm the man, act like you know me. Popping off like a semi, man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean my crew hot, your crew not. We too sick, no flu shot. On this side, it's all big, man, I ain't dissing on Tupac. Just East Coast, all East Coast. These young bloods don't know better. Most of y'all got no chill, they'll get it poppin' in snow weather. Some kids just need love, they'll put in work for like no cheddar. Looking up to them dope boys, they got bands like Coachella. Yeah, just remember.
This is Kevin Harlan. Our
Yo, it is your boy.
For the Bucks, they continue
PH Brothers
their
7:30,
home
man.
games.
Talk to
getting
me.
their first look at the Thunder in this one. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
I'm about to get my ass cut.
Now, here's Westbrook. Pass to Morris. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul.
Top of the top, my boy. What's going on, man?
Brent, what does playing inside out do to a defense?
Well, it's kind of the idea when we've talked about it, Kevin, the accordion.
Good defense.
Right.
You press them in and then out, and then at
Good
some point, if they
defense.
don't work themselves back in, there are advantages on driving angles, there's advantages of attacking closeouts, and then opportunities open up. And the more of those easy shots go in, it starts to deflate that defense.
Boy, you need that center to kind of have his head on a swivel, right? He's got to have that great vision about where guys are.
Well, between that and also you being a big polka fan, we'll see how this accordion defense
Shit, what time you got to go in, man?
tonight.
I love the polka. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Brogdon. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Five to shoot. To the middle. Here's Henson. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Henson's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Bucks. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Morris outside.
Good shot.
Free ball. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's a big fact. Trust to believe. I definitely do so, man. Definitely on the breaks.
From beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his first points in this one.
This dude, he got a nice little squad, man. This is season 2, man. So,
Giannis is up to here tonight.
And here's Morris for 3. His
they
second
got
shot goes in, off to a
Markeith,
good start, 2 for 2.
Carmelo, back with them boys.
When he gets
Paul
into a rhythm
George.
early, it makes this offense a lot more dynamic.
Well, great to get him involved, particularly at the start of the game. This is what keeps guys engaged.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Noel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Again, when you go from second
I said,
to
don't
fourth
think
gear,
about it.
Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Pass to Lamb. Inside. Now Henson. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around.
I gotta use that back
No
door for
good with the
Greek.
wing jumper.
No doubt he's struggling right now.
Where are you running
from the
to, bro?
field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Noel up top. Here's Richardson. And Henson sends it back.
Well, he's a great shot blocker. Henson still trying to bring the rest of his game up to that level.
The shot by
Early.
Brogdon.
I gotta
No
hold
good.
that a little bit.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged the bullet there.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Pass to Richardson. Left side, George. It's deflected. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Brogdon.
Oh, Malcolm.
Got a piece of it.
Dude.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one. The PG played his first 7 seasons in Indiana with the Pacers and guided them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances, and that playoff PG moniker that he came up with, it holds true if you look at the numbers. And when the Pacers were about to rebuild, I think Paul George let them know that he was willing to move on to continue his career somewhere else.
Good
Down
block.
low. Here's Snell. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
A lot of fans in Indiana upset with Paul George for deciding to leave. Do they have a point, Brent, or is that unfair?
I think it's a little
Gotta get that
unfair.
rebound.
7 great years from Paul George.
There we
Obviously
go.
had to recover from the leg injury and came back strong, but PG wanting to go somewhere where he could win a title, and that's a decision that every player has to make. PG thought somewhere else he might have that opportunity and maybe more chances to do so.
Now Lamb. Paul George missing from long range.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Take my
Timeout is
shirt off. My
called.
sweater's
First of
hot
the
as
game
hell.
for the Thunder.
And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka. And it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
On the remote, you can't watch
The
PJ. Where's the
Thunder making
remote?
a switch here.
May want to watch PJ Masks.
And Lamb drops them both.
She don't know where the
And the
remote is
Thunder
at.
trading away Harden in the summer of 2012, but Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not, and that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. And the salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but at the time it was the move that OKC
I
made.
waited for that pick. I really did.
Can't really argue with it.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
Highly contested.
Batum with the 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Brogdon with it. George picks him up. Back to Brogdon. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Over Westbrook.
Let's go, Greek.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Brogdon with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Korver. Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality.
Good move.
Has a goal to create an NGO.
I forgot to set my fucking plays up.
Poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Here is Korver, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. The shot by Brogdon, wide
Let's go,
open.
Malcolm.
Drains the three-pointer. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Outside Westbrook. From deep.
Contest, good contest.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 8. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the
man,
rack.
get off of that, man.
One thing that
What are you
we're
doing,
anxious
bro?
to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
Now here's Westbrook.
Oh, come
Still
on,
getting
Thon.
warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That is his first foul of the game. From deep, George buries it from three-point range.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely, great release, and big-time shot there.
Pass to Maker. A three-pointer off the mark.
I think I'm going to move Thon Maker, man.
Their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Back to Westbrook. And there's the big-time jam, and he slams it right over Maker.
You got your scorecard out, Kevin. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Lamb
Jeremy Lamb, what was that, bro?
doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
What? Gotta find
Every
the
night
controller,
that
buddy.
I get a chance to be called to do a broadcast and sit here
Gotta find the
courtside,
controller.
I appreciate it so much to be able to watch Russell Westbrook this close. The combination of his motor and incredible talent, it's an all-time sort of run he's on, and great to watch it.
Dellavedova with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And the basket by Maker.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Brett, we've heard people say that Russell Westbrook is not a superstar. What are your thoughts on that?
Stupid.
How old are these people you're talking to, Kevin? And really, how much basketball have they watched? Russell Westbrook is the elite of the elite.
And here is Dellavedova, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Johnson in the corner.
That's not Stanley's shot. What are you doing, Stanley?
Goes back up. On the wing, Johnson. Pass
Bucket
to
Delly.
Dellavedova.
I was
Off
late.
the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Now here's Lamb. And here's Thompson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Maker.
Good shot, Don.
In the low post, it goes. Maker's got his second
Good
bucket of the game to go.
shots.
Getting better at keeping his balance as Thon Maker builds up his body. He'll be a little bit more rooted on the floor.
Back to Westbrook. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Maker. Pass to Lamb. Back to Maker. Now here is Dellavedova. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Baseline jumper. No good off the back of the rim.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Now here's Westbrook. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
To the inside. Here's Maker.
Don.
Oh, and the buzzer
Good
beater's
shit.
good.
Oh, god damn, bro.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You gotta
He's
make the
feeling
first
it
one.
tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee.
Shit.
He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's
What?
given them all the offense
I
they
see
need
it,
right
buddy.
now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead. You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Now here's Westbrook. Anthony down low. That shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And here is Antetokounmpo. Back to Henson.
Let's go.
Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Yo, good looking, Vaughn. Good looking. Trying to get back in the flow of this thing, man. I've been away from 2K far too long, man.
Lead.
And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Here's Maker. Off target from three-point range. Anthony nowhere around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Anthony's got 5 points so far. Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Snell. Now here's Lamb. 5 points in the game. And slam dunk by Henson.
Yeah, there's good reason why Henson's a high percentage shooter. So many of his looks right there, right at the rim.
Now Batum. Anthony on the wing. Tries from 10.
Good move.
It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Bully ball in action as MLO gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Lamb, good. 7 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Westbrook, here we go. And Maker sends it back.
Well, the positioning of Thon Maker is going to help him be a much more dependable shot blocker.
Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Snell.
Come on, Tony.
Puts up a 3.
Let's go, Tony.
Buries the long-range jumper. Snell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Also,
he can't shoot that. There's no way in the world he can shoot that. Got to get the damn rebound, though.
They seem to have the answer for it.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Favors can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the paint. Here's Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
Well, it's 7-1. He doesn't have far to go, but Thon Maker rising up that time.
Al Richardson still looking for his first bucket in this one. Can they get it? And
good help defense, man. Good help defense.
And they'll keep possession. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. The shot's good from Henson.
The tenacity, the attention to detail. It's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Lamb with the ball. He has 7. Pass to Dellavedova. A 3 ball. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 16. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there.
Good shot out of the timeout, man.
Dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
Here's Lamb after Oklahoma City gets the 3. As to Henson. Inside. Snell. That
should have been a steal. He should have stole that.
He's now 2 for 3.
He definitely should have stole that.
Passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here is Favors. And Henson pulls it down.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA, but last season the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe
you even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie, bad tie. I always have bad ties. I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting in the early part of last year. A lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Both free throws good from Batum.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Here's Lamb.
Good shot, Jeremy.
And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Now
Let's
here's
go.
George. He's got 6 and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy. That's a pretty penny.
Here's Lamb. He's got 12. Shoots over Batum. Here's Henson. Another shot.
Let's
And
go,
it's good on the
John.
layup.
Let's fucking go.
Henson's got
These
it
guys
here
are
in the
balling
quarter.
today, man.
The edge on the glass is the difference.
They're getting
It's
at
allowed them
everything
to
today.
build this lead.
On the wing, George. Left side, Batum. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to Snell. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's George. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
God, you know what, BX?
Thunder
You got to take
trailing
valuable
by
shots, bro.
21. They
Got to
can use a
take
big
valuable
shot here
shots,
to get
man.
this offense
Damn,
going.
good shot.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Call that timeout.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Oh, man. What? Give me a kiss, man. Come here. Oh, never mind. Gotta wait. Mwah. Love you. Love you more.
Bucks leading
What?
by 18. Here's Brogdon. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Thunder trailing by 18. And here's Richardson. Outside, Batum. Outside for George. No good on the 3.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it.
Fuck
Shoots
it.
a 3.
Why not, Greek?
Nailed.
Why
from
not?
three-point
They're going
land.
to play that far off. Why not? My grandmother can make that
Got
shit in her
19
sleep.
points.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Out to Morris. Back to George.
That's too fucking
From
deep.
deep three-point range. That shot is off. Like 6 others he's attempted tonight, he has but 1 basket.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Thunder trailing by 21. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
1:49 left to play here in the half. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Here's Brogdon. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, at 6'5", Brogdon capable of getting up there. We don't see it all that often, but a nice dunk.
On the wing, George. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. George has got 10 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Got a piece of it. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Now, here's George. 10 points for him. Clock at 6. That's tipped.
Let's go, man.
Here's Snell. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brogdon. Lets the three fly.
Let's go,
Good on
Malcolm.
the triple. 8 points for him.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
Batum with the ball. He's guarded by Brogdon.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
It's good.
And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Nice half, man. Nice half.
So as we conclude the...
Just got to continue to play strong, man.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out.
I found the remote, Mir. Oh.
If the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Looking for Henson. He gets it there. Here's Snell. And John Henson with the slam.
This is where a big chunk of the points for John Henson come from. Outside of offensive rebounding, he gets it done on the pick and roll.
Now here is George.
That was a good damn switch.
Pass to Morris.
What do you do? Oh,
Makes it off the glass.
hitting the wrong fucking
Morris
buttons over here,
got
man.
his third
Hitting the
basket of the
wrong
night.
buttons.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Here's Brogdon. Richardson covering. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Pass to Richardson. That shot misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. inside. Henson's shot is off.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Now here's Brogdon. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The teardrop falls in. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
Good shot, man. Good shot.
Such a field shot there.
Tough but good, man.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
I waited too long. Waited too long.
Pass to Noel. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's George finishing it off.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Now Lamb. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. 13 feet away. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Westbrook, here we go. Stolen by Brogdon. Pass to Snell. Down low. Here's Lamb. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 14 points for him.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Now Richardson. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
You're a better defender than that, bro.
A terrific movement off of the
far
dead
much
ball
better defender
situation,
than that, bro.
and a great play to get the bucket.
Pass to Lamb. Henson with it. And here is Lamb. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Morris.
Good
Out of
defense,
bounds.
good
Milwaukee
defense.
takes possession. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 25 points in the game. Here's Lamb. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control
Get
is
that
another,
steal,
and you
man.
need both elements working together.
Here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Oh, my
Henson
God.
throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on George.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And you ask his teammates, Tony Snell is a very soft-spoken, very modest guy. But, Greg, don't let that fool you.
No, he's a competitor. I mean, he goes hard every minute he's on the court, even now that he's playing big minutes.
Here's Brogdon following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Yep, that one goes.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 9. The rebound by Brogdon.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by Milwaukee.
These niggas is out
And
here
Henson
punching shit
sends
left
it
and
back.
right.
Here's
Fucking love it.
Antetokounmpo.
Fucking love it.
Whistle blows, basket is
Fucking
good.
love it.
So a chance here for a
Need
three-point
these
play.
motherfuckers to play like this every game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Milwaukee making
Come on,
a
Greek.
switch here. The Bucks have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you played.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
It's deflected.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Great.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 13. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Shoots.
Damn, I gotta get Dom make a shot down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Anthony with it. Over onto Antetokounmpo.
Good
The
shot.
19-footer is on the money. And that's now 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, the dribble move by Carmelo, something to behold. He shreds the defense apart right there.
Pass to Thompson.
Let's go,
And he makes the bucket,
Tristan.
gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Let me try out Jordan
Greg,
Bell.
what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
Yo, drop the mic. What's going on, bro?
Now, here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Pulls it from the elbow. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
Impressive shooting touch from James Johnson. That's what the summer's for. Get your touch right. Deadly right here tonight.
Here's Lamb. It's
I
stolen
got
by
caught in
Allen.
the air there.
Right side, Westbrook. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Westbrook's got 8
Yo,
points
Dario,
in
what's
this
going on? Nah, this is my league online.
Shots are just
I got the Bucks in
flowing
this.
him right now, having
Real
a
good sim league, man. I've been in for quite some time.
To the wing. Right wing. Pass to Lamb. Back to Maker. At the top of the key, Thompson.
Fuck.
Hell of it over from outside.
Bad shot.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Bucks making a switch here. Here's Oklahoma
I'm on
City.
the PS4.
Now Crabbe. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Westbrook. Yep, it
Can't
counts.
do nothing about that.
Just
Nice
the way
strong
he can
play.
contort, control, and
Nice
focus.
strong play.
Amazing with Westbrook refusing to give in to the defense on that play.
Now here is Dellavedova. Pass to Bell.
Oh my
Killer
God,
two-handed slam.
Jordan Bell.
Sweet seeing Jordan Bell flush that one home. Great position and pays one off.
Now here's Allen.
Oh, I didn't even see him pass that shit off.
And they've really gotten on track here.
Yo, ball out. Yeah, I'll be
Second
playing
half,
Madden later on
after
today.
that shaky start,
Definitely.
field goal
Oh, this
percentage
bum ass
steadily
move,
climbing.
man.
They couldn't make anything in that first break. Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony looking it over. Johnson outside. Lays it in
Nice
without
shot.
an inch
I should have
of
jumped for
room
that.
around him.
Dario, yeah, I do.
Got his
I play
second best
here
of
and
the
there.
game.
I'm not nice at all in it,
Every
man, but I
time
will
they get
play.
scored
And I
on
normally play with
during
my
this
kids and
run,
shit.
it's
I do
come
stream
from
it too.
inside the paint.
Pass to Lamb. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Snell.
I forgot. Oh,
But he
nice.
recovers it.
Nice.
To Dellavedova. And here is Lamb. He's guarded by Cram. There's the double team with Allen. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like.
Yo,
to
Bola, we
take
definitely can play
advantage
later,
of.
man.
I'm interested
I ain't
in
got no
what
problem
he's
with that.
seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Ain't nothing changed, man. My 2K skills is still ill, man, no matter how much time I take off, man.
That's a 2 from Snell. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And MLO can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
The Thunder made
Oh,
their
man, he
free
missed
throws at a
both
pretty good
shots.
clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And as we head into the fourth, we'll
Say
see if
less,
there's a
say less,
comeback
brother
in the
man.
works, or if it's more of the same.
Let me show
from
you
the
what time
first
it
3
is.
quarters. And so here is Oklahoma City.
What team you fuck with, B.O.?
Here's Temple. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't
Oh,
have a
what
term
am I
for
doing
it.
over
I don't
here?
like the
Rushing.
one that's used, so
Yeah.
I don't have a term
Rushing
for
the
it.
shots, man.
Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Rushing the
Yes,
shots.
Exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot.
And
So
2K.
you root for them.
But you can tell me. I know who you play with in
Fourth quarter
fucking
of basketball. We're about a minute
in
into
Madden. Oh no, you probably fuck with the Rockets, right?
it. Pass to Brogdon.
I got you a fucking Rockets fan, man.
From the wing. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Hard to guess what Brogdon is going to do, but I love the control he plays with, especially in the screen and roll game.
Here's Temple. Now here's Allen. He's guarded by Brogdon. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And the second free throw, good. Well, there's a lot of talk, too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft, and Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well who in 1995 came out as the
17-year-old, I know
in
it.
the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer.
A lot
isn't
of
it?
these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years,
too much time.
where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation. And here is Antetokounmpo after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Pass to Johnson. Stolen
Yeah,
by
I don't know
Allen.
what I'm doing there.
And
Let's slow
there's
that
the
down.
call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Thunder now.
Okay, copy.
Here's
Them
the 2.
Patriots ain't no damn cheat code. Nobody scared of them Patriots.
To the paint.
Oh, bad
And
pass.
taken away by Johnson. Here's George. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
You fuck with them Titans because I bet you like that
George
Derrick
has
Henry,
got 5
man.
points now in the quarter.
That dude's a fucking,
You
he's a
always
cheat
talk about
code.
the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they
Damn it.
play.
Not the shot I want to fucking take. Do a Euro step, bro.
And show some more discipline.
And here now the Thunder, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. In the corner, George with it. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without
Good D.
Borders has done.
Oh, good
the
D,
NBA
man.
Junior
Call that
program
T.O.,
expanding
man.
Itself last year in Treviso for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game.
Nah, Mariota
And we're
can't
in a
be
great
stopped.
place, Kevin.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier
But had to make sure you all right.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym.
Madden is just so fucking dope this year, though, man.
College was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player.
I love
And
everything
with the
about that
newfound
fucking game,
focus
man.
on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Antetokounmpo.
And 1.
Counts
Let's
the
go.
basket. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Left side, George. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking. And
Good help
of
defense,
course,
you
this
guys.
league
Good
has
help
always
defense.
done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer
Right.
in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the
Oh.
league tinkers with and toys with
That shit
Summer
kind of
League
glitched.
and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here.
Come on, Malcolm.
Recognizing
Make him
how
pay,
well
buddy.
He's playing,
Make him fucking pay.
The game plan has been built around it. Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Bucks leading by 23. It's Brogdon on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he banks in the
Copy that, brother, man. I got you. I got you. What's your schedule like for the day, man? What's up, Mir?
layup. Richardson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of play where I feel like Josh Richardson's feeling more and more comfortable. Gets up big time.
Oh, that was almost a dumb play.
Brogdon with it. Makes it off the glass. Brogdon's got 12 points here in the second half.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
So it's the Bucks now. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're
doing some
going to
acrobatic
put
shit,
into
man.
your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
Pass to Snell.
I need Tony Snell to start getting off early. That was late as fuck.
And here's Westbrook.
That was late as hell, man.
2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bucks leading by 21. Out to the right wing. Back to Dellavedova.
Oh
And
my
again, the
God.
Bucks miss.
You guys want to start missing shit. I want to get back.
Outside Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Fires the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. George has got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
Pass to Maker. For the 3.
Let's go, Don.
He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the 3-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Now here's Richardson. Now Morris.
Bad help side
Active shooting
defense,
gets
man.
the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing.
All right,
through the
copy that, B.O.
contact.
Copy.
Now going to the line to try and add one more.
They double him with George. Stolen by George. Here's Richardson.
That chase down.
Contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Henson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
You know
And
what,
the
Greek?
technical
You're
free throw,
fucking done
missing
shooting
that time.
technicals,
They'll
man.
retain possession here, however.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
Now here's Antetokounmpo.
And one.
2 free throws
Come on,
coming
man.
up, and they call the shooting foul.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Here's Westbrook. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can
Man,
tell
man.
his teammates trust him to
You all
hang
right?
on to the pill.
Bucks
What?
leading by 18.
Yeah, I'm making sure you're okay, bud.
Henson not a floor spacer. Offensively, you'll find him around the rim.
Now, he's a pretty good finisher in there, but he doesn't get a ton of opportunities. You're right. Defensively, you just like his mobility combined with his length. That's a help.
Here's Westbrook. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
Well, one of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He
Yeah.
cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
Shot clock at 5. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're leading by 24. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. .141 left in the game. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. The 3 from George. Good D by Johnson.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
Johnson in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. .23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here is Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Over Westbrook. No good off the front iron. George from deep three-point land. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Hey, good game, man.
Something
Good
I think Paul
game.
George in the offseason
Good
is really
fucking
working
game.
on, just pulling up off the dribble, maintaining great balance. Very few flaws in his offensive
At
game.
Russ face.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Greek, 28 shots. I got to get that down. I forgot what the average was again. 39-12. Prague 20. Henson 17 and 14.